This module will discuss Masimo Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring. Respiration rate is an important vital sign. Manual methods of determining respiration rate are intermittent and have proven to be unreliable. Continuous methods have limitations. Either they are not accurate or are poorly tolerated by patients. Masimo Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring solves these challenges by non-invasively and continuously measuring the respiration rate using an innovative adhesive sensor with an integrated acoustic transducer that is easily and comfortably applied to the patient's neck. Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring uses acoustic monitoring technology to measure and display respiration rate, or RRa, while providing the respiration indicator, or RI, at the sensor site, shown here on the right. The Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring Signal Quality, or SIQA, displays the confidence in the RRa value displayed on the monitor. It is shown on the left of the screen. Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring measures a patient's respiration rate based on airflow sounds generated in the upper airway. SpO2 monitoring is required when monitoring RRa. When SpO2 monitoring is not available, RRa values will appear as dashes. The respiration indicator, or RI, displays the sound level of the measured signal. A high sound level displays as a tall signal. A low sound level displays as a small signal. When the signal quality is very small, the accuracy of the respiration rate measurement may be compromised. When the RI is small, the bar turns red and the parameter label flashes. The Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring Signal Quality, or SIQA, displays the confidence in the RRa value displayed on the monitor. A tall vertical line indicates high confidence, while a short vertical line indicates low confidence. During SpO2 only or combined SpO2 and Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring, the bar will be green. To access alarm limits for parameters or measurements contained on Screen 1, press the Alarm Limits button to access the Alarm Limits menu for Screen 1 parameters or measurements. Use the Alarm Limits button to access the alarm limit options and move between options. Press the Alarm Limits button until you see Respiratory Rate, or RRa low, or press again for Respiratory Rate high, or RRa high. Use the up or down buttons to adjust the value to the desired setting, and press the Alarm Limits button or Enter button to accept the setting and move to the next option. Once the last option is accessed, an additional press of the Alarm Limits button or the Enter button will return the instrument to Screen 1, or press the Display button to exit at any time and return to Screen 1. The equipment needed for Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring includes the RAD-87 pulse co-oximeter, a dual rainbow cable, acoustic respiration sensor, and acoustic respiration patient cable. The Rainbow Acoustic Monitoring sensor and cables are indicated for continuous, non-invasive monitoring of respiratory rate, or RRa, for adult patients in hospitals, hospital-type facilities, mobile and home environments. SpO2 monitoring is required when monitoring RRa, or acoustic respiration. We will now discuss the RAS-125 or RAS-125C sensor application. The RAS-125 or RAS-125C Rainbow Acoustic Respiration Sensor should be used only on adult patients weighing greater than 30 kilos. The preferred measuring site is to either side of the larynx, in the area just above the thyroid cartilage and below the jawline. The center of the sensor pad should be placed just to the outside of the larynx. Site should be hair-free, cleaned of debris, and dry prior to sensor placement. Use an alcohol swab to clean the neck area if needed. Caution: before using the sensor, ensure that it is physically intact with no broken or frayed wires or damaged parts. The RRa label is on the front of the sensor below the black arrow. The sensor pad should be placed to either side of the larynx, in the area just above the thyroid cartilage and below the jawline. Ensure that there are no skin folds under the sensor pad. Be sure to remove all packaging prior to placing the sensor on the patient. Remove the release liner from the unmarked end of the sensor tape and place the sensor tape on the skin. Remove the release liner from the RRa end of the sensor and place the remaining sensor tape on the skin. Gently press on the sensor tape so that adhesive forms a good contact with the patient's skin. The RRa end of the tape should be closest to the midline of the patient. Remove the release liner from the anchor pad and place the anchor pad on the patient's shoulder area. Route the sensor cable in front of the patient. Anchor pad must be secured to the patient. Do not secure the anchor pad to the patient's clothing. The sensor site must be checked at least every 8 hours to ensure adequate adhesion and skin integrity. Do not use tape to secure the sensor to the site. This can cause inaccurate readings. Use of additional tape can cause skin damage and/or pressure necrosis or damage the sensor. A misapplied sensor that becomes partially dislodged may cause under-reading of the respiration indicator. Failure to apply the sensor properly may cause incorrect measurements. Applying the sensor too tightly may cause skin necrosis and inaccurate readings. Excessive ambient noise may affect the accuracy of the respiration rate reading from the sensor. Note: when the RAS-125 or RAS-125C acoustic respiration sensor is off the patient and is connected to the system, the sensor may pick up periodic ambient sounds and report a measurement. The sensor should only be connected to the acoustic respiration patient cable while performing patient monitoring. If the patient is not being monitored, the sensor should be disconnected from the acoustic respiration patient cable. We will now discuss troubleshooting. We will first discuss Signal Identification and Quality Indicator, or SIQA. SIQA displays the confidence level of the measured signal. A high confidence level displays as a tall signal. When the SIQA is high and the parameter label flashes, there may be interference from excessive ambient or environmental noise. A low confidence level displays as a small signal. A very small signal with a red bar may indicate that the accuracy of the respiration rate measurement may be compromised. Low SIQA and flashing RRa parameters indicate a low confidence in the RRa value. This may occur during patient activity such as talking. Whenever the parameter label flashes, proceed with caution and do the following. Assess the patient. Check the acoustic respiration sensor and ensure proper sensor application. The acoustic respiration sensor must be well secured to the site for the RAD-87 to maintain accurate readings. Refer to the acoustic respiration sensor's direction for use for proper sensor placement. Identify and remove excessive ambient or environmental noise sources affecting the acoustic respiration value. Reduce patient activity if possible. The respiration indicator, or RI, displays the sound level of the measured signal. A high sound level displays as a tall signal. A low sound level displays as a small signal. When the signal quality is very small, the accuracy of the respiration rate measurement may be compromised. When the RI is small, the bar turns red and the parameter label flashes. Proceed with caution and do the following. Assess the patient. And check the acoustic respiration sensor and ensure proper sensor application. The acoustic respiration sensor must be well secured to the site for the RAD-87 to maintain accurate readings. A misapplied sensor that becomes partially dislodged may cause under-reading of the respiration indicator,